We met in Long Beach.
Wait, was it Long Beach or Westwood?
Well, we met in Westwood.
Yes.
But I lived in Long Beach.
I was living in Long Beach too?
You were.
Huh.
When we met, you were.
We never kicked it in Long Beach though, right?
No, only when we got to L.A.
Yeah.
I wasn't in Long Beach for long.
Okay.
I was only there for 2.5 months, 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
Living on a lazy boy, and then we got an apartment. Then I got an apartment for like the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, I was working at Boeing, so I was living in Long Beach, even though you were for a short stint. And then I would always drive up, because, when you're starting out doing stand-up, there's not a lot of shows that we can do.
No, there was 2. I mean, there was there was a bar down there. God, Jason Collins, I think, used to put it on.
Did it have that bar?
Yes,
that bar in front of the stage?
Why can't I think of the name of it?
Harvey's?
Harvell's?
Oh, no,
Wait.
that's the one now.
Damn.
Man, I forget what it's called. But yeah,
no, I can't think of it. But anyway, yeah,
there was that show, and then Westwood Brewco.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Is it still there?
I think it's something else now.
I have to look because I was like, I wonder what that is.
So it was a college bar,
Right on the middle of
UCLA.
campus by UCLA.
Yeah, and they would have shows 2 times a week or something.
Twice a week. Yeah.
Twice a week, and it's almost like the Comedy Store where the show would just run forever.
There
would be a sweet spot where the show's great, and then it would drop off, and it's just like
okay. I think it is now if I'm not wrong, a Boiling Crab seafood place.
What if the show's never changed? No one ever told the show.
Westwood. Let's see if maybe it's if that's not. But yeah, it was upstairs, and I got to tell you,
there was this tiny room upstairs.
But it was so nice.
Yeah, it's kind of sometimes there are these things that happen in comedy where they didn't make the space for comedy, but it just works out. Like the dimensions of it, the ceilings are low.
Yeah, it's a Boiling Crab now. Damn, boo, guys, boo. I think this seems like it is because it's not located on the map anymore. But yeah, it was a tiny little room that was really wonderful, actually.
And then were you doing stand-up there too?
Yeah.
Did you perform that night?
No.
You didn't? You just went to hang?
I think I was there just to hang.
But you had been performing there like weeks prior and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been going there all the time. It's a Boiling Crab. How sad. Boiling Crab seafood. I had been going, but I don't remember specifically that night. I remember
Theo there. Like we didn't know each other yet.
Yeah.
But we were just we became friends later. But I would see him pop in, and I think he was kind of fresh off of Road Rules fame a little bit, so he was getting a lot of spots around town.
Yeah.
And then part of me, I mean, I've never confessed this to him, but it's like, when you're a comic and people are getting spots just off of this other thing, and you've been doing stand-up for a long time.
You're jealous.
A little bit.
Yeah,
because especially LA is such a, I don't know how New York is, but it's such a credit-driven town.
New York's was never like that from what I knew.
Mm-hmm. Whereas if you were like on The Bachelor or something, or if you have this other thing, you can kind of use it for stage time.
You can parlay it into
stage time.
Stage time, yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. So he would just like kind of cut to the front of the line, or there's no line, but like he would get like some nice spots just off of that. And I love Theo. Like we're all friends now. We're on the text chain and everything.
You hate Theo.
How dare you? Turn the mic on.
Say it.
No, it's great.
But yeah, and then it was a lot of people a lot more people that dropped out from our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
would see Whitney come through. And
Whitney used to come
do
there.
Sets. Dalia would do sets. Just
everyone used to go there.
Yeah,
it was like a place to go.
Uh-huh. Because we weren't anybody at the time.
Well, nothing mattered.
Yeah,
it was a great place to go work out bullshit. Most of the room was comics or people that stumbled up there drunk.
Especially later on in the night.
Oh, it was nothing but
the real
comics.
audience is filtered out because it's so late in the night. And then
Did
it's just
Brian
comics waiting to
Swinehart
get
have
on.
a show there?
Yeah, I think so. Swinehart had one.
A few guys had shows up there.
Yeah, Hassan would go there too. We'd always be hanging out.
Yeah, that was back, and that's probably where I met Asif too. He was probably around back in that.
Yeah, all of us were there, just hanging on those steps until it's time to go on in that little attic.
That little tiny weird attic.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they couldn't purpose it for any part of a business. Like it was
and then
nothing
they had,
that would
yeah,
go
then they
up
had
there.
the karaoke right over.
Right.
Because it wasn't big enough for karaoke, but it was good enough for whatever this was.
Hanging out on those steps was like a super fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I was always scared if I had a beer or two there leaving Westwood because it's so many cops.
Oh yeah.
Like I never cared about having a beer or two and then driving, but like having one beer there, you're leaving like nothing but police, campus cops, Westwood police, like. They were all over that place. I was like, they're just begging to pull over some dude thinking I'm a college kid.
Especially with that college, it's just prime picking.
Yeah, it was stupid. Every time I left, I always thought about that. I was like, this is an easy place for me to get a ticket. So sometimes I would just head north and take Sunset all the way, which took forever. But I would do that just to get away from the school as fast as I could, to not like cut through the neighborhood.
Right.
I just go up, go past the W or whatever.
But yeah, so I did some show there, and then you said what's up afterwards.
Yeah,
And you liked my set, even though I hated it, or
yeah.
You know what's weird? Even you doing stand-up now, you'll have shows where you don't really care for, and people will come up to you afterwards and be like, dude, that was great, or I love you.
You're like, you're wrong.
Because you have a version of the show in your head, or like a certain bar that you want to hit.
Trust me.
And then it's a different bar than whatever is in the audience's head.
It happened this weekend in Philly.
And
Yeah,
like,
it
what
happened. I
show?
was like, I didn't really love the show. And they said they liked it. People were like, really, it was nice. I was just like, the reception was incredible, but I was like, it just didn't hit for me. Sometimes it just doesn't hit the way that the way that they, and dude, it's probably because they like you and they want to hear you say your shit, and it's still funny. It's just you don't feel the rhythm as well sometimes.
I think we have such a catalog of prior shows that we've done, and we know what it can get and what we want it to get. And maybe this moment in time, it didn't. Like, they don't know that.
Right.
They don't know what you're comparing it next to.
It's the
So
same
they
way,
just know it for what it is in this moment.
right.
And it's no less valuable for them or
That's
enjoyable.
It's because we don't know how to live in the moment.
I guess.
Comics have a hard time living in the
Yeah.
moment. We have to do. I have stuff going on. I have stuff to do. This whole podcast, I've been thinking about what else I have to do today this afternoon.
No, it's just a million other podcasts.
It's just running through. Everything's running through your head.
Yeah.
Because we have stuff to do and things to do and stuff to finish and a show to plan and da.
Yeah.
And so literally, when you're on stage, sometimes
You're like, what
the
else do I gotta
rhythm is
do?
different.
Yeah.
Like the rhythm is like, you're like, I didn't like this the way I told this joke and so did different than it did here.
Totally.
And is my rhythm set up incorrectly? So then you get into this deep dive in your mental space of like the Rolodex of jokes and the way you tell them. And I rearrange. I do that a lot. I like to rearrange jokes a lot. And like people be like, I never seen you really tell the same set twice. It's like it may be some of the same jokes, but I like to keep rearranging.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
I've
helps
noticed that
me.
about you
It
too.
like really helps me. It helps me enjoy it more.
I could see that.
Because if I do the same joke,
Because you're always in
way,
the moment,
it hurts
and
me a little bit.
every set feels fresh, and because it's different, it's new, and I think keeps you on your toes as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing the same chunk over and over, it can become rote.
Oh my god, dude! And they don't. It's so funny. Even though they've never heard the joke, the way that you tell it gives them the idea that like even you are bored of it.
Yes.
And they know right
There's
away.
something about being able to sell something, or you being excited about what you're talking about. So you could have a great set,
Yeah.
but if I do it for so long and I'm bored of it, even though these are great bits, there's just something inherent about, like, the audience can sniff it.
Oh, they know.
And if it's not fun for you anymore, it's not fun for them.
It creeps me out. How much they know.
It's
They know.
crazy.
They can feel it in their bones that they're like, he didn't really like it. And you're like, I loved it. And they're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't like that last joke. There's like, they can tell that you're mailing it in a little bit, even if it's mentally and not physically. Even if you're like still performing it the same, they can feel your brain.
It's
brain waves.
weird how perceptive audiences can be
And
in
yet at the same
that
time,
regard.
how not perceptive they can be. That's the
Yes,
irony.
yes,
Where sometimes
yes.
you're like, how did you not know that? I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Joking around.
Yeah, but I mean, I did the set, and then you liked it. It was just one of those things where it was kind of refreshing as an artist, where you're like, oh, fuck, why am I doing this? Blah, 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 this sucked. But you're
Yeah.
like, no, man, and you were really genuine.
But it makes you just keep working it hard. That's all it does. Is make you
And
like,
another comic
work harder.
like it means a lot more. Because I feel like we're more discerning then. Like, when an average person goes, dude, you killed it.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. Yeah,
Thanks.
it's flattering,
Yeah.
but it's like, what's your frame of reference? Guy with an office job.
Yeah.
Like,
For
it's
him,
very,
he crushed.
yes. But when a comic, even one you respect or whatever, says like that was great, that's different, because the amount of comedy that we see and are exposed to, it's almost like when a waitress says, you ever do like a club or somewhere, and the wait staff is like, we loved it, or it was great, because they see so much fucking comedy.
They see too much comedy.
They see so much.
Well, they black it out.
So
at some
for
point.
them to like say that, that's a lot too.
Yeah, no, it is.
So whenever the compliment comes from someone who sees like a lot of comedy just because of their field,
It means a lot.
it means way more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Do you always wear black socks?
Yeah, I used to wear white.
Boo.
Why?
I only wear black.
Dude, it's a game changer. Ollie Baluch, my buddy, my producer, he's not here tonight, but he turned me on the black socks too.
Yeah, black socks are great. I
It
think
goes with everything.
yeah, white. Whenever
I
see
can't
white
believe
socks,
I was
get sad.
doing white for so long. I could dress this up. I could dress it down.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
You don't. You can take them off.
I could.
Leave them on.
I'll leave them on.